Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a Flow Yoga class. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Happy New Year, Dave, Debbie, Helen, and Nasir. I will assume that Julie may be here some point, and Lauren, and to anybody else that joined me in this like first weekend class for the new year. And if you happen to have the moment to take the times and use this collective energy to set your new resolution or intention or commitment, please consider doing it with unconditional support to yourself. The reason I say it this way because I happened to watch a little clip about how not to screw up your kids, and the expert have said that many times the parents are choosing to discipline the kids by applause and give them love and attention when they do the thing we want them to do. But then when come the time that the kids just become frustrated, tear the house apart, act up, and doesn't behave in a way that we approve, we choose to withdraw our emotion away from them. We choose to kind of pause our love for them. Maybe we put them in the corner or in a spot that we call time out and let them deal with those emotions. I don't want to say it's anything wrong to discipline the kids, but our intention behind that is everything. I feel like we have to love them through the process. We have to let them know that, this behavior is not support. It's not something that we believe they should enhance, but we have to be there loving them and guide them through it. It's not in a way that we withdraw our love away from them. So this is what's happening. And I feel like most of the household discipline our kids this way, and one of that household is my family as well. So I'm trying to undo what have been done to me and try to undo what have been done, to me personally and to my daughter. And what I want to offer this to you because we also, this kind of discipline and way of living is still here with us. We condition our effort, everybody effort in so many shape and form. And I think like negativity compliment is one of it. Like when we are not approved and then we just withdraw our care and compassion from the people we love and even from ourselves. And I want you to consider not to do that. I want you to love yourself as a whole. So I feel like that will allow your resolution, your commitment, and your intention will have a chance to last longer. When you don't show up to do yoga today, when you feel achy and so like negative in your head and you just want to puke or punch or whatever, and you're just like so sick of being like this, that you are so negative all the time, you have to love yourself through it. You're not going to judge yourself. You're not going to withdraw the love from yourself, because when you do that, things get worse. If you love yourself through it, you're going to get yourself out from that darkness slowly, gradually, and at some point, walk in this journey of being healthy to yourself will become easier as the days go by. So we're going to do that from the beginning of the year, and we're going to try to remember that, and I'm going to try to remind you of that. Even so, if you sit on the mat today and just feel like, oh man, I'm just not built for this, I'm too old, this is too late, please make room for that. Make room for your ugliness, make room for your bad, as much as you make room for your beauty and make room for your good. We are whole. We cannot just cut a piece like a cake and pick what we like and ignore the rest of it. It's not going to work. We're not going to last. We have to embrace All of them. And my husband just like walked down the stairs to remind me that, this week is also a fundraising classes for me to give the money to the preschool that my daughter is belong to. I just want to support the school. So any money that's come my way is going to go to school. Any money that go to my goal is going to go to school. Any money that doesn't come my way because you're not yet able to pay for it, please, once again, love yourself as a whole. Don't be ashamed of that. I'm here for your health. When you're ready to go out there and save the world, I know you will do it. So for now, take care of yourself first. Having said that, or if you want to know how to support, if you want to, I have the link on the bottom of the screen. You can do a couple of those, PayPal or Venmo, or if you don't know any of those, or you don't have a way to really pay me into that two platforms, email me, Facebook me, and ask me how can you support if you would love to do it. Okay? Too much talking already. Close your eyes, please. Deep breath. In and out through your nose. You allow the inhalation to remind you to embrace your whole being. You are big. You are all. You are everything. And everything about you is valuable. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. We have them to learn from. We have them to grow from. We have them to remind us that how strong we can become and how compassionate and loving we can become. When we stop judging, when we stop conditioning our loves toward ourselves and also to others. And may the exhale relax you. Soften your jaw, your neck, your shoulder. And you feel the firmness of your weight connect to the earth beneath you. And once again, when you inhale, allow the front, the sides, and the back of your body expand evenly and welcoming the moment. Make room for the bad and for the ugly. And open up for the possibilities and the challenge. And once again, when you exhale, let it go. Surrender. Don't fight the journey. I know they're not easy. Swim against the currents of it is not the way to go. Make room for the learning, for the experiencings, for the falling flat on the face, and allow you to be strong in compassion to pick yourself up and do it again. You join your hands together. You bring this lotus flower symbol right to your third eye. And we are going to chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale, please. You bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Today we are going to stand up for our warming up. Shake your wrist, shake your ankle, go into a circle for no reason. Circle your shoulder, do anything right now that feels right to your body. Okay. Get into your shoulder girdle. You know you can do like arm swing. I think this one is also work. Hold your shoulder and circle your elbow, or just lift the shoulder up and back. Now, while you're on your feet, just be aware that your feet should be parallel, hip distance apart, or if it's not more, go into the opposite direction. And don't get your toe to fanning out. That chance of hurting your lower back will be greater. I would love to reduce that. And try to kind of move your hip back slightly. Okay. Deep breath. I'm shaking my wrists and my ankles once again. Take care of your neck and the muscles around it. I'm not quite specific, as you can tell. Okay. Just know that you have your neck, your shoulder, your wrist, your ankle, your hip joint, your trunk. Right. Move them gradually with breath. What feels right to your body, what should be done first, you can do that first. I can tell. You can also elongate your spine against the gravity, right? Doing on the floor much easier. And if you stand on one leg, you actually can really lengthening. Oh yeah, side stretch is good. You have the wall nearby, you can stand with, being supported, and circle your legs. Get into the hip joint this way. I will not let this be the last time we get to warming up. We're going to do a little bit more, but I just want you to be on your feet for this video. This feels really good on the feet. Get the body to twist side to side here. Are you doing good? Keep repeating maybe. I give you about 5 to 6 more breaths, and then I'm going to allow me to take over. And let meet in Skandasana, which is our hip stretch. I'm going to take the blocks for me because it really helped me to stretch properly. Heels turn in, toes turn out, and we move from one leg to the other. Oh, wow. Then breathe. You experience your body with a lot of space. What I mean by that is just acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. We are not going to run away from the ugly. And then from here we go right into Pasarita, which means feet parallel, shins and thighs apart, okay? And you use the gravity and the breath to help you to stretch your spine nice and long. The more you go down, the more stretch of the back you're gonna get, and also the adductor muscles, right? If you have a problem to go so deep, that you can use the block to help you to go front and back instead. You can go side to side. To a dango, you can hold your elbow and swing the body side to side and hang your head low and let the neck become relaxed. That definitely feels really good for my body. You can move both hands to one side and push the floor away from you and do those like side stretch like we do it in child's pose. It feels exactly the same, but the flexibility has to be greater enough for many of us in order to get a chance to really feel that. If that is not yet, you might not feel anything and might even feel hurt. So listen to your body, like do what feels good. And don't judge yourself. You can interlate your arms and stretch your pec majors right here and use the gravity to help you to bring your arms over your head. Relax your jaw. Keep breathing nice and deep. And carefully, we're going to turn toward the front of the mat. Point the right foot forward and diagonally to the right slightly and roll on the little toe side edge of the foot. Your knees is bent, back leg is an option. Stretch or knees bend. Once again, hips back, chest forward, and exhale. We dance our heart down to the floor, one breath at a time. Okay. Find the height that support the stretch. Okay. Don't once again fight against your muscles. Work with them. Relax your jaw. One more breath here. And inhale, you move up and away from your right leg. We're going to get into the runner stretch. Stretch your right leg, heels down, toes up. Elongate the spine. I know. Exhale. If you feel really, really tight and you want to kind of give yourself a break from the stretch, this jellyfish dance is really helpful. Right? We use the inhale to move away from the stretch, kind of give us a little room to rest. It's not much. And then you exhale, get into the stretch. Yeah. And for me, I feel like that dancing, it helped me to stretch the muscle much more effective and also give them in a way like a warming up sensation instead of like stretching sensation. Couple more. And carefully, we're going to move up and away from the right leg and move forward and kick the left leg up to the sky, opening the hip. And then exhale, square the hip, get the left knee to the nose the best you can. It's not going to touch. Some of you may touch and then kick it up, opening the hip, and we repeat. So we move with the breath here. 3 more. 3, and then bend the front knee, step your left leg back, left knee down, left hand onto the floor, kick your right leg back, right arms overhead, circle your right shoulder 3 times, change the direction, square your chest toward the floor and forward and thread the needle, right hands under. You can sit toward the heel. This is going to stretch your rotator cuff muscles, if you like, on the back, because it pulls your spine, scapula away from your spine, or you can have the hip stack over the knee and lengthening the left hip back. This is going to feel more on your back muscles. I really love this stretch. I'm going to go back here and breathe. You know, some of us may still have to learn what does it feel like to not go against the stress sensation when pretty much you feel like, oh my God, I just want to go to the other side. But if you just breathe gradually, it will ease you into that sensation much, much easier. But of course, you have to ask for the right amount for your body as well. Come up and away from the floor. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Repeat that. Go forward as far as your wrist can handle. Like we use it to warming up our wrists as well here. It's quite intense, I have to say. Two more. Yeah, my wrists are not quite happy with that yet, I can tell that. And then left leg go forward. You can come down to your knee first, and then we diagonal the foot to the side, like knees bend. And we do the second side, this lateral stretch on our legs and the hips here. And inhale, carefully move up and away from it. And then we go into our runner stretch, heels down, toes up, left leg straight, spine nice and long. And then exhale, we go into the stretching sensation. You feel your legs are firm, but your neck, your shoulders, and your jaw and your face are nice and soft. A couple more breaths, please. And then carefully, inhale, lift your trunk up and away from the leg, go forward, kick your right leg up, inhale. Knee to the nose, kick it up. Repeat. 3 more. And then carefully, land your right leg back, right knee to the floor. I hope I don't forget anything. Left leg back, left arms away. And then circle your left shoulder 3 times. And change the direction. I don't trust myself. And then square the chest toward the floor, thread the needle, your left hand go under your right. Oh wow, I get the adjustment. And let it go. And be there for yourself. And be there with the stretch, with an open heart. One more breath here. And we go from here to child's pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child's pose. Round your back up to the sky in between. So I'm gonna kind of take it down a little notch for our wrist. I always say those words incorrectly. Like a knot, attacked. Jeff is correcting me. Here we go, 2 more. Last one. Up onto your hands and knees. Make a big circle 5 times, one direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back center. Lift your right leg and your left arms off the floor. Inhale, opening them to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale beneath your belly. Exhale, extend. 2 more each direction, please. Have your left hand down, right arms overhead. Turn your body to the right. And then square the chest to the floor. Right leg go forward. Diagonal your body to the left. Lizard pose. I really want to make a lot of room like on the bottom of the body to support the tops so we get the hip stretch here. And then we pivot to the left, feet parallel. Now get into Pasarita. Chins in, thighs out. You can hold your hand hold your feet with your hand, pull yourself deeper, or you can interlace your hand behind your back and work your leg firmly, chin tucking in, thigh pushing apart, right? To get deeper into these adductor muscles. Remember, if you need to do the jellyfish dance, do that. Don't force the muscles so fast, so quickly. One more breath. And then carefully, we bend the knee, turn toward the front of the mat. We twist to the right. With the back knee either straight or bend. And then exhale toward the floor. Kick your right leg back and up, opening the hip. Bend the knee, kick it to the left. Extend your right leg straight, square the hip, come to plank, inhale. Once again, move with breath, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, dog pose. 3 more. And you come down onto your hands and knee, and we do left leg and right arms off the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, back center. Inhale beneath the belly. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Right arms down, left arms lift up, heart open. And then exhale, we go toward the floor, lizard pose, left leg go forward to the left, body diagonal to the right. You know why you move your upper body like I love to shake my head? If you add anything else on top of the pose, make sure that you always come back and check your foundations, right? That is everything in terms of keep yourself safe from stretching and not hurting yourself. And then you pivot to the right, feet parallel. And you have an option to go Pasarita Padottanasana. Once again, this is a good place to even do, in a way, a cobra pose. And what I mean by that is to get your chest open, or you can come into your hip stretch instead and do goddess pose. The floor is yours, it's your mat, it's your body. Feel it and do what feels right, right? Keep breathing. And then turn toward the front of the mat and we twist to the left. Left knee is bent, right hands on the floor. Remember your belly resisting your chest. Do those two twisting action in your trunk. And then when your exhales come, hand to the floor, left leg kicks back and up, opening the hip, bend the knee, and kick it to the left. Extend your left leg, square the hip, come forward to plank. We're going to go to the floor. So check your wrist and pick your Chaturanga Dandasana that work well for the moment, right? And then we're going to take time to kind of warming up the muscles in our back bend here. So pick the back bend that help you to do that. Not too intense of the stretch. You get to check all the muscles. You get to breathe. You get to dance with the breath. Couple more breaths here. And go to the floor. I'm going to stretch your pec major further. So left arm extend to the left, turn your body to the right. Because I feel like this is going to help us to get into that chaturanga and back bend of your choice much more effective when we do it next time. So we're going to take a little time to stretch these muscles. Other side, please. And carefully roll onto your belly and your chest. And we're going to get into, since we're still here, use it, forearm plank pose. Right, come onto your forearms. Get your knees out from the floor. Now, you can be on your forearm plank pose still, or you're going to get your elbow as close to your knee. I'm wrong. Get your knee as close to your elbow the best you can. Yeah. You do it. What am I doing? And try not to go to the floor, right? Keep your chest lifted by keeping your forearm pressing down to the floor. It's not easy, I know. And you want your knee to go sideways to the elbow, not under. Go to the side. Or be still. Or mix and match. And come down to your knee, come down to your belly. Interlace your hand behind your back or have your arms out, palm facing away, and we do locust pose. One breath. Two more breaths. And go down, hand to the floor, get up to downward facing dog. Right foot forward between the hands, warrior one, here we go, hip flexor, stretch here. And maybe heart open. Left knee to the chest, go forward. Tree pose. Left leg back, warrior two. Hips back, heart lift. Check your foundation. Reverse warrior. Trikonasana, triangle. Remember, grab those blocks if you need them, please. And carefully turn your chest to the floor, bend your right knee. We step the left leg forward first. Uttanasana, shins and thighs apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. This one, you're gonna go to your floor. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, you can step back to plank or down dog first. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend. 3 breaths. Careful with your lower back, downward facing dog. Breathe, relax your jaw. Just be here. Be with your body, be with your breath. Left leg forward, warrior one. Keep square, heart lift, dance with the breath. Use your arms well anywhere that is landed and you really allow your heart to open there. Good. Adjust as you wish. Okay. Core is in. Remember, don't fight against the muscle, work with them. One more. Go forward, right knee to the chest. Hips stay back, heart lift high. Tree pose. Carefully step your right leg back, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Trikonasana, triangle. We step forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift your toes, spread them beyond 4 corners of your feet. Remember, your arms land anywhere that your heart can remain open. Hip is back, core is in, heart is lift. And you just feel yourself. Get to know your body. Stand tall, inhale. Floor here, Uttanasana, or you can rest. Spine lengthen, look forward. I'm going to jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog or cobra. Like or anything else. Downward facing dog. You can rest in child's pose. Listen, be there. And love yourself through the challenge. We step the right leg forward between the hand. We are twisting this time, Parivrtta, elbow outside of the knee, hands in prayer. And twist left hand to the floor, side plank on the left hand, left foot. Vasisthasana. Remember, right leg, you can do anything. Even the right arm can go up toward the sky, alongside the ears, whatever. Just make sure you are able to be still. Right? And try to pull your weight back toward the foot. One more breath. And square the chest to the floor, step your right leg forward. And we go into extend side angle pose, Patsava Konasana. Front heel in line with the back arch. Check with the muscles. And we go toward the floor pyramid pose. Straight both legs, square the hip. Hug your chins in, elongate the spine. You just bow down. Your hands are yours. Anything that's supporting your practice or challenge your practice sweetly, please honoring that. Check with the breath. Cross your left leg behind your right leg. Cross leg Uttanasana. Bow down. Carefully bend the knees, step your left leg back, left knee is on the floor. Come upright with your trunk. Hold your left foot with the hand, square the hip, root your tailbone down, spine lengthening up. One more breath. And when the exhales come, you let go of the foot, have your left hands on the floor. We're going to kick the right leg back behind us and turn the body to the right side of the house. Right leg come off the floor, right hand hold the foot, and we do easy sugarcane pose right here. So kick the foot into the hand, push from the floor, get the energy up into the heart, out to the crown of the head, right? And when you inhale, you relax a little bit. Exhale, work the pose mindfully. Inhale, relax gently. Exhale, kick, and opening the heart. Be careful with your lower back here, please. 2 more breaths. Let go of the arms and the legs, square the chest to the floor, thread the needle. Right arms under. Left hand is yours, right? This is going to help us kind of neutralize the spines a little bit from the back bend. And you breathe, and you stay with yourself. One more breath. Carefully unthread downward facing dog. Left leg forward, right elbow outside of your left knee, Parivrtta Patsava Konasana, twist to the left. One more breath. Untwist right hand on the floor, or you can get the forearms down when you do side plank. Wait, go back. Don't hyperextend the bottom elbow, please. Just try to keep the arm straight. And then you square the chest to the floor, left hand supporting you. Left leg, we go forward, and we go into extend side angle push. Never forget your foundation, right? Build from the ground up. Carefully go facing the floor. Straight both leg, pyramid pose. Square the hip down. Cross your right leg behind your left leg. Cross leg Uttanasana. One more breath here. Carefully, knees bend, step your right leg back, get your right knees on the floor. You come upright with your trunk. Bend the knee, hold the foot with the hand, square the chest and the hip forward. Root your tailbone down to the floor. Lift your heart up. Next exhalation, we let go of the pose and have the right hand to the floor. We turn the body to the left side of the house. Left leg come off the floor. Bend the knee, hold the foot with the hand. Easy Chukaken pose here, please. Exhale, build the pose. Careful with the lower back. Inhale, relax gently, and then exhale. Keep going. Don't forget your neck. 2 more breaths. Last one. And elongate the arms and the legs away from one another. Turn toward the floor and thread the needle. Left hands under. Child's pose, please. Remember that as the energy forms, it has to keep on flowing and moving. You don't hold on. You don't attach. You don't grip into any story that hurtful or blissful. We learn to be in the moment, not the past and not the future. Dolphin pose, please, or you can call it a 4-arm plank pose. I'm going to use a block between the hands, and we're going to be here 5 to 7 breaths. Remember, let the pose help you to get into the muscles. Don't just strike the pose. Yeah. See which muscles that you can feel that being stretched and how can you get into them much more effective. Then we go to 4-arm plank pose. You can have your hand interlaced, right, and stay there and just move your feet back, move your chest forward. Yeah. Push down to the forearm, the core is in, heart is moving forward, and you breathe. do the best you can. Exhale, we go down to the floor. Stack the hand, rest the forehead on them. Breathe in and out through your nose. And remember to have the compassion for everything that is you. Uplifting the bad and the ugly. Know that those thoughts have nothing to do with your pure spirit and soul. Bend your knees. Bow pose, Navasana, Dhanurasana. Here we go. You can do locust pose if that is serve you better. Okay. Here we go. Inhale, work with the breath. Careful with your lower back here. I need 4 more breaths. Don't forget your neck. Your curve is go from the crown to your feet, right? You complete those curves. And come down and rest. Carefully take yourself to pigeon, right leg forward. Remember, this form, it doesn't work with you well. You can be on your back and have your right ankle above your left knee. Or you can sit down, extend your legs in front of you, and have your right ankle above your left knee and draw your legs in that way. Right? Go from pigeon to 3-legged dog and half moon, or pigeon to 3-legged dog. Flip the dog and half moon pose. Pick your choice. Meet one another in half moon. Any one of you want to add the sugarcane pose, because all you need to do is just bend that top foot and hold the foot with the hands, right? Feel free to do that. And Uttanasana, so right here, careful, square your chest, your hip, and have your left foot to meet your right feet together, bow down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Bend both knees, left elbow outside of your right knee. Parivrtta Utkatasana is twisted chair pose. It's a very intense pose, so be mindful. Keep your knee even. Yeah, that's going to help you to keep your hips even. Core is lift, spine nice and long. I know it's not an easy thing to do. And exhale back. Now from here, you can get into pigeon right away by stepping your right leg back. Or you can kind of step your left leg back, pivot to the left. I think that might be even better. Do whatever to get your pigeon on the second side. Any one of you who want to flow from here, you can flow once, right? And then meet your friend with the pigeon, left leg forward. Yeah. I know I kind of speak fast and guide you fast sometimes. When that happens, know that you should watch first and then do the pose, because at some point I will stop you at one of the poses like right now, and then we can meet back. You don't need to rush, okay? Carefully inhale, move up and away from your pitching. Go to your three-legged dog. So you kick your left leg back and up and opening the hip. And you can step your left foot forward and go into half moon pose right away, or you can flip this three-legged dog into wide thing first. Remember, check with your body. If you're not ready for that yet, move away from the pose. Yeah. Half moon. Uttanasana, exhale, feet together. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend the knees. Keep your knees together. Right elbow outside of your left knee, hands in prayer. Lift your core. Sit, twist. Move with the breath. Okay. Don't fight. Don't fight, don't fight. If this is too much, you can step your right leg back and do the twisting Parivita Pasava. Parivita Pasava Konasana instead. Okay. Untwist Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, back. Inhale, lengthening your spine up and away from the legs, and then carefully bend both knees. Get your heels out from the floor. Carefully take yourself to your seat. Extend your legs in front of you here. Extend it. Have your legs in front of you, and then take a seat onto your sitting bone and lift your legs off from the floor. We go from here to Navasana, boat pose. Breathe. Okay. Find the level that's work with you well. If you are really, really tight or really, really weak, you can just have both legs on the floor, hold your thigh just gently and just lean back. Okay. That leaning back already worked the muscle. Okay. Carefully come down, extend your legs in front of you. Legs hip distance apart. Heels down, toes up. Spine erect. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, move your trunk forward. Inhale, move up and away from the leg. Exhale, remove the trunk, coursing backward as far as you can go. Repeat. Your hands are yours. Your arms can be anywhere. That is supporting your practice, of course. Two more. Last one. And then when you exhale into your Paschimottanasana, we're going to take this form, okay? You stay in here with the leg firm into the ground. Spine elongate. Use a strap if you have to, and use just enough upper body strength, not overdo it to the point that you're gripping your jaw and your neck and your shoulder are super tight. Okay, those part of the body should be in a relaxed sensation. Inhale, move up and away from the leg. Cross your left leg over the right. Twist to the left. Marichyasana 3. Remember, belly facing forward. Chest move left. Okay. Work your arms wisely. Work your spine all the way through from top to bottom. Inhale, untwist. Now we are going to stack the left knee on top of the right. If it doesn't work, do Paschimottanasana once again. And we go forward once again with the spine and bow down. Full breath. Inhale, move up and away from your right leg. We do Janushirshasana, leg set up. Left knee is bent, left heel to the left groin. We do Parivritta Janushirshasana. So left arms overhead, or you can hold the back of the head. Right hand, use this however that is help you to extend your spine. You can press into the thigh, you can hold the foot, you can extend it itself, you can walk it forward in front of you. There's so many places that you can go. Make sure both sitting bones are able to be on the ground. The left might want to lift slightly. That is not a problem, but if it lifted a lot, I don't think that is healthy. And inhale, move up and away from the stretch, facing forward. Left leg extend, right leg cross over. I'm going to turn to the back so I can see you guys. Twist to the right. I'm sending that good energy and vibe to you all here. Couple more breaths. Inhale, untwist. Right leg crossed on top of the left knee stack. If your ankle and your right knee doesn't feel comfortable, have both legs extend in front of you and go into your Paschimottanasana. I'm going to use a strap. You wonder, like, what do you mean using a strap, but you never use it? Let me show you. When you take a seat and use a strap to help you to go forward, it's better to have your arms in like straight arm sensation. It doesn't have to be completely or overdo it, but if you have your elbow bent toward your body and you just pull yourself forward like that, the chances is you're gonna tense up the muscles around your neck and your shoulder, and we don't want that, okay? Inhale, come up and away from the floor, and then we go right heel to the right groin, right knees bend. And also for this, if the ankle and the knee doesn't feel good, you can open your legs apart. Okay. And we do side stretch. Now, many times our body is kind of tricked. Like we want to do work to feel good. And many times when our body compensated, the muscle that need to be stretched never get to be stretched because the part that we can move them just want to take over and make us feel like we do the work. But the thing is, when we compensate it, we overdo the muscle that we don't want to use them and underdo the muscle that we need to do them. So we have to be mindful about that as well. Right? That's why props come so handy many times. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. And you know what? I can call, and I will call for Shavasana right now. Can you believe that? However, you still have sometimes that feel how much uplifting or relaxation you feel. You can go from here to do handstand, forearm stand, head stand, shoulder stand, to back bend, wheel, Ustrasana, drop back, anything, twisting, or just prop yourself well if you have a lot of the props and get into like the juiciest Shavasana that you can give it to yourself. Anything, props that is around you, it can come handy. The pillow, the blocks and couple blanket and things like that. So I will give you the chance to put those things in first. Okay? See what I would love to do. I'm gonna do a little headstand. We have about 2-3 minutes here. Bridge is good, of course. I am so missing like these times of the practice when I pretty much like don't have anything else to teach and see each and every one of you, listen to your calling from the inside and then just embrace it, and you just share that space with one another and showing the love to oneself, and the energy kind of spread all over the room. It's just so good to be in that energy. Miss it. I'm going to take the wheel here. This is my practice today. So yeah, the back bend. That I can feel the challenge. I feel like the hip flexors and not really have the maximum opening yet. Yeah. If you are there already in your Shavasana, allow each exhalation to remind you to relax and let go. You let your jaw drop, arms, shoulders are heavy. Your eyeballs are just sink deep into the eye sockets. We really want to embody this relaxation in its fullness. We don't hold on, we don't do any work anymore. And allow your hips to become heavy. Your legs and your arms become heavy. your little fingers and your little toes. They're just soft. And you relax them further and further. And within this relaxation, remember you are now being held by greater energy. The story about you is not only you in it, it also every one of us, and it also the universe. Once again, it's wholeness. So you embrace the work that you have to do and embrace the work that the universe and God has to also do within this life journey ahead. So make room for everything. Relax your foreheads, your cheek, your jaw, your neck. And enjoy your Shavasana, my fellow yogi and yogini. Namaste.